All right, I don't know how many people are interested in Wyvern, but I decided I'm going to make a video here showing at least one of my Wyvern decks, and maybe I'll show another one. I haven't been playing much Wyvern lately, but we're looking for players, so if anyone's in Chicago and would like to get together, we're looking for some gamers. We've got 3 or 4 people that are considering playing. We'll see. I've been showing people how to play this game. Anyway, this is my constructed scout deck. If you don't play Wyvern, none of that will mean anything to you. But if you do play Wyvern, you might enjoy looking at this deck. First, we have here the simple scout. Can I get enough light that you can read that? If only it would focus, right? There we go. Okay, so there's Typhon. Typhon, I think is his name. Then we have Kioh Lung, the 0 flying scout. Flying dragons lose 1 strength after any battle with him. Then we have Ri-Riu. Almost every dragon in this deck is a scout. And the idea basically is I attack. If it's a terrain, it's destroyed. If it's a dragon, hopefully I can beat it. If I can't beat it, hopefully it can survive. And I can it can survive until my next turn, and I can attack another face-down card and destroy their terrains and drain them of gold as fast as I can. So here's the Super Flyer Scout, Ri-Riu. Then we have Kioh Lung. I think everything but the Subterranean Scout is in here, and I could add that. There's only 21 cards in the Dragon Lair. So there's Kioh Lung, and then there's one of, if not the best scouts in the game, Grendel. He steals the gold on terrains. Moghur is a nice scout. You get a gold piece every time you discover a terrain. Then there's the simple Amphitere. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. 0 strength flying scout. This guy's fun. Dragonfly. You guess if the card is a terrain or a dragon. If you guess right, you get 2 gold. If you guess wrong, you lose 2 gold, which sucks, but it's a good card, and it's a flyer. And the other card that can be amazing, but it costs 2 gold, is Moghur. If you discover a terrain, you can attack a second time. 1 card away. There has to be a card next to it. But that's pretty cool, because I believe that includes the back row, which is kind of odd. All right, next row. One of my favorite scouts, Delphyne. Every time you discover a terrain, you get a card. Which is very, very cool. So that's the scouts. Then I added, of course, Lindwurm, because he can lose 1 battle without dying. So he fits the theme here, because the theme is definitely survival. Lambton Worm probably belongs in every constructed deck, simply because you can get back a lost position. It's kind of a silly designed card, I think. The other silly designed card is Basilisk. It just kills it and the creature you attacked, but you both lose a position, so I don't think it's overpowered, but I can't imagine not playing this card because it kills anything. There are no winners or losers. There's no way to survive the battle. It's quite powerful. I was wrecked by it once, a long time ago when I used to play competitively, but not much. Mixcoatl, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Just a card for gold. Can be great on an attack if you need it, but you really want it for gold dig, which I have in the deck, and there's 3 fields of gold to go along with the gold. Without these cards, it's very easy to run out of gold. This makes it a lot better. A couple of terrains that I added: Snowdrifts, which makes them pay gold, and Stream, which they just lose gold every turn. And funny that gives me a gold. I think Stream is one of the best terrains in the game. So then we have the deck, the Treasure Hoard deck. I'm going to, of course, have 1 Volcanic Eruption. There are other cards that I've considered putting in here, so feel free to make your suggestions if any of you Wyvern players out there have some ideas. 2 Whirlpools, because card draw is good. 2 Apollo, ditto. 4 Meteor Showers. I think this is one of the most powerful cards in the game. Common as dirt, and not many people played it when I played. I don't know why, because it kept me in games. 4 gold digs for those cards right there. Gold dig gets you the gold equal to the gold symbols on the card. So 4 or 6, which is huge. Of course, the most powerful card in the game, which they had to finally make cost 2 gold. It originally only cost 1, which was ridiculous. Magnetic Field counters any purple card. That's what it should just say. Counters any purple card. I threw in 1 inflation. I'm not sure if I want to keep this card in here. All dragons cost 1 more gold as long as inflation is in play. I could run 4 of these because I'm playing a bunch of 0 and 1 cost dragons. So it kind of makes sense to put it in here. But I have run out of gold playing this deck, so I don't know. 2 Fountains of Youth? No. 4. 4 Fountains of Youth. Okay. I like to not die. So 4 Fountains of Youth, 4 Golden Apples. That makes it really hard. And 4 Knights. So there's 12 cards that keep me alive, which is what I want to do. And for fighting, we're going with the Phoenix strength modifiers. 4 Crickets, which work perfectly on these scouts. 4 Minotaurs for +4, and 3 Celestial Chargers, because I don't need 4 of those. But 3 Medea spells, now the power cards in the game, but they are expensive, so you have to be careful. 3 Medea spells. Anybody who plays Wyvern is wondering, these affect the base strength. They originally didn't say that. As you can see here, it doesn't, but I'll show you one that does. Poison Chalice, a brutal card, which is why I think 3 gold is right. You just win if you're losing. Now you're winning. Of course, they could flip the battle to make them lose. It's still possible to get around that. And then, as you see here, this is the current printing of Power Switch, or the updated printing. The 2 dragons who started the battle switch base strength numbers. It used to not say base strength. And people were like, this is confusing. So it's base strength for Medea's spell. Your base strength is changed to 0, not your current strength. And the base strength of the dragons in battle switch. So if your dragon's attacking strength is 6, this isn't going to affect it. It's still going to be 6, because if it attacks at 6 strength, that's not its base, that's its current. So you could change its base strength all you want. It won't make a difference. And once we understood how those cards worked, it was I realized why everybody was playing with them. So that's the deck. I might show my Red Dragon deck, the deck based around the card Red Dragon and Ring of Power. If you've played Wyvern, you probably already have a pretty good idea of what that deck looks like. It really is my favorite deck, but I think this is my best deck. I think if I had to go in, if there was a tournament one day, I'd probably bring this deck to play. So curious what you all think. Y'all take care.